Joining us now is retired U.S. Army Captain Sam Brown, a Purple Heart veteran who was badly burned by an explosion during his deployment to Afghanistan, an American hero who is running for U.S. Senate in Nevada. And, sir, thank you so much for your time and for your sacrifice for this country. It's good to see you tonight.
Thank you, Rob.
So I think Afghanistan, you could say, has faded into the background for this administration, just another botched effort of many. What should we be doing about this country, and how concerned are you about the future of this country, knowing the kinds of factions that are rebuilding in that country right now?
I think we should be very concerned, and not just because of the Taliban, but also specifically because of China. You know, before we had even completely withdrawn from Afghanistan, China was already in there making deals with the Taliban. And Rob, you know, Afghanistan cost our country greatly. And if we just want to quantify it from a dollars standpoint, over $2 trillion. Did you know that China went in with $60 billion pledge to the Taliban and got their complete support? You know, this is just an indication of how weak our own foreign policy and frankly our leadership is, that we would leave such a vacuum.
It is something else. If you were controlling that situation, what's the move? What's the right move with that country? I don't think there's a lot of appetite to go back in this country, and yet at the same time, you don't want to see it become a fantastic jumping point for a place like China or for these terror groups. I mean, we're now worried again as we go into this holiday season about a heightened threat from ISIS and Al-Qaeda.
Right. I'm not sure that there's a way to go back in. It's you know, we are where we are. And I think that this is, you know, almost a preview of the type of, you know, reactive or lazy planned foreign policy in which our Department of Defense plays a role that, you know, we could see play out in Taiwan as well. So I think that we have to look at other fronts where China poses a threat, like a Taiwan, for example, and realize that they're here to dominate the world, and anything that stands in that way, they'll be pushing through. What happened in Afghanistan never should have happened. Right. But I'm thankful for my time there. I'm thankful for the opportunity to serve alongside great men and women in uniform.
No, absolutely, and we're thankful for your service as well. Real quick before we go, I mean, for people that don't understand military, and I think a lot of people watching really don't, you watched us withdraw from that country. How abysmal was that withdrawal? How foolish was it? And how, I guess, how crazy was it to watch that as somebody that actually fought in that country?
It was completely political. I mean, this is the natural outcome of bureaucrats leading our Department of Defense. You know, we no longer have a DOD that is focused on war fighting. They're more focused on politics and, right, you know, and social policy. And so it wasn't a surprise to me that it was abysmal, a disaster. But you know, this is what we get when we have those type of people leading right, our Department of Defense.
And that's exactly why you're running for Senate, to get people that know what they're doing into Washington so that they can prevent problems like this. Sam Brown, a retired U.S. Army captain, running for Senate in Nevada. Sir, thank you so much for the time and for your service.
Thank you, Rob.